So one of the bad things about broadcasting my business on YouTube like this is I have to share all the bad things that happen. And I gotta tell you, the last 48 hours have been pretty stressful. Sales aren't great. Like 3 on Bricklink, 2 on eBay in 48 hours. And that is just like, and they're not even like good items. So we're gonna pull those later in this video, but we're gonna sit down. I'm gonna pull up all of this October's numbers. I'm gonna pull up the last, when did I start keeping track? I think through 2021 is when I really started like taking this seriously, maybe 2020. And we're just gonna compare all of October and see if this panic is warranted. It's not panic, or if I really do like need to not be worried. So let's sit down and figure it out. Okay, so I just put together the spreadsheet, and it's both comforting and it's kind of like, oh, maybe I need to change some habits. But that's why we look at data. And also, just so everyone knows, I'm gonna use this video in replacement of my monthly breakdown, because this is essentially what we're doing, just not like talking about all the levels of income. Okay, so I got year 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And then I have the number of packages sent out each year. 2021, you're gonna see is kind of an outlier month, and that's for a couple reasons. I was doing more consignment, selling stuff for people, and some of that was like exercise equipment, like really expensive stuff. So the numbers are skewed in 2021. Also, that is coming off of pandemic when online shopping was like huge. And we've definitely seen, I feel like, I don't have hard data for this, but I feel like as online stuff has had a downward trend, it's stayed up from what it was, I believe, but I feel like it's not as high as it was because people can go back outside and can go back to stores. So gross sales this year, we're at $4,798.46, which is pretty on par. It's an increase over 2023 and 2022. And as you'll see, in 2022 and 2023, I really like cut back on doing consignment. So making more, that's cool. Fees, they're right on par with what they've been. And well, 2023 and 2024 is when I really started Bricklink, and Bricklink fees are just lower than eBay's. So I do wonder, I don't have that data ready, but I do wonder if that's why I'm not seeing a massive increase in fees, because eBay's fees have gone up, whereas Bricklink has stayed more or less the same. But because more of my business is happening on Bricklink, maybe I'm not paying as much in fees. That's interesting. But overall, business-wise, like, not much has changed. Of course, in 2021, I paid more in fees because a lot more money was made, $3,000 more. Shipping was interesting. This is also a hard one to figure out, mostly because, again, what I'm selling changed. Obviously there was more packages sent in 2021, so that's going to be higher, but I was also shipping larger stuff, and that's when like priority mail used to not be insane before everything switched to the Ground Advantage option. But I did figure out the average cost per package there at the bottom. So in 2021, $720 per package, $640, $583, $577. So because I'm sending out smaller parcels, I'm spending less money on shipping. And again, that's because of the switch to Bricklink. I can put it all in little bubble mailers, and the cost is a lot less. Just interesting. There's the consignment number. You can see in 2022, October, I really cut back in 2022 on doing consignment. I did a little bit in 2023. I don't enjoy doing that. Obviously there's money in it, but keeping track of it, making sure you pay people out, it gets really obnoxious. I didn't enjoy doing it. I'd rather just buy something off someone and sell it on my own. But there's that. And as you can see in 2024, nothing like that happened in October. Cost of goods. This is where I was like, whoa, that's crazy. So even though the cost of goods for 2021 is right on par with 22 and 23, remember it's consignment, so I'm not outright spending the money to procure new items to sell. So consignment, I paid out 203, meaning it was like 406 was the total value in sales. I don't know, it's interesting. But 2024, 1625, and some of that is like buying people's collections and stuff, which will hopefully start to pay off in November and December. Shipping supplies, 114.29, low, second to lowest of the bunch. I imagine in 2023, my November shipping supplies number would be higher because I would have ordered stuff for the holiday season. And expenses, of course, it's all come down because I'm not in a storage unit anymore. 97.65. That's, I mean, I was paying up to 150 for a storage unit, so that's a pretty significant chunk right there. So currently, I mean, it's October 30th, so we have today and tomorrow to make some more sales, so this number could go up a little bit, but I'm not expecting it to go up a lot. $1,437.60, and then I calculated the average final value, net value of each package based off of that net total. So 2021 made an average of $16.17 per package, and you can see the rest there: $693, $1063, $965. It's interesting to look at. There's no denying that these last 48 hours I haven't had sales. Like, that's just a fact. Monday's video or Tuesday's video, what was it? I guess it would have been, it was one of those videos. It was also coming off a weekend of mediocre sales, or just low value sales. So there's no denying that that is true, but there is also no denying that I spent way more money than I should have, more money than I'm used to this October, and that is definitely skewing the numbers. If I hadn't spent an extra $600, I'd be right at the $2,000 mark that I want to be hitting every month. And this, of course, isn't also calculating in YouTube earnings and other like affiliate link stuff that's come in as well. It's very interesting though. And then of course there's the argument of like, well, if I hadn't spent that $600, would I be having the sales of that stuff selling, also affecting the numbers? I don't know. It kind of puts me, it's put at ease my anxieties a little bit, just because the numbers aren't that far off of previous years. I think I got discouraged because I've had like a week of poor sales. I guess all the sales would have happened before that. And I feel like if I spent an extra $600 on stuff, why aren't I seeing an extra $708 in sales? I think is where I'm getting caught up. And of course, you know, in the Discord group, people are talking about they're having poor sales as well. So that's a reality during this last 2-week period. The Break Hiker is predicting like election will end, and then Veterans Day weekend, we're gonna see an explosion of people going online and buying stuff and getting ready for Christmas. I hope so. Of course, the temptation is to look at 2021 with all that consignment and be like, well, maybe I should get back into that. But I really don't want to. I really, really don't. 2 orders on eBay. Let's pull them. All these Disney figures, $16.99 free shipping. And this Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Avenger Attack for $22 free ship. Here are the 3 Bricklink orders. All in $10.52, all in $25.62, all in $23.78. And then there's one order that's pending an invoice being paid. So here is a bunch of ninja stuff, Ninjago, and then a ninja mask with the clip on the back. This person bought a bunch of minifigure parts. And that hairpiece is like $5 all on its own. And then of course a ring core claw is always worth good money. All right, so over here I had to move stuff because I was trying to get into the crawl space because I was cleaning up over here. You can see all the bins are gone and then everything pushed us to the side. It's getting better. This stuff came out of the same box as the Maersk train. So it's all profit at this point. Once the Maersk train sells, it needs to sell. This was in there, which I guess is a decent set. And then I remembered I had picked up, it is not complete, another one of the same set. So I'm hoping between these two, I can have a complete one of these, because this one is supposed to be kind of pricey. Okay, so right away this dude is missing and the droid is missing. I still think it's worth trying to get it put together because I still think it'll be worth something. And then of course, whatever I don't use, like I'll have duplicates of these, I can post to the Bricklink store as replacement parts. I think that's the way to go. Or maybe I just put them both together. Sell them both. I don't know, I'll figure it out. All right, I did have to pull some pieces out of here. But we got a complete one, so that's cool. I mean, complete minus 2 of the minifigures, but it still should sell for a decent amount of money. That looks weird, right? Is that right? I'll double check. But there we go. Just confirmed all the parts for this one, so this is ready to sell. And I realized I forgot to update my whiteboard over here, so we'll do that real quick. $10,122.14, and the order we were waiting for somebody to pay, they just paid, so let's pack up their order. I actually just reorganized all this, so gotta re-label stuff. But it's cool that we are getting stuff organized. It's gonna take me a sec. Hold on, I'll pull it off camera because it's gonna take me a second to figure out where stuff is. Pardon my dusty screen. For some reason, this doesn't have a remark on it, which means it's an older listing, and I didn't put a remark on it for some reason. Just one of those dumb things I did when I was getting started. So hold on, I gotta find it. There we go. That is going out to Joseph. Joseph is a viewer. Says, found you on YouTube. I've been watching your videos and you have been very helpful on how to set up a Bricklink store. Ironic, since I just lost something. So I decided to make you my first order on my brand new Bricklink account. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you are getting started. Learn from my mistakes too. I did find it. Here it is. Here's this one. I'll get these packed up and out the door. Let's give this one the same treatment here. Change of plans here. Because this Minecraft set is so many like basic parts, it'll sell for like 35 plus shipping, which isn't terrible. Actually, let me check something real quick. It'll part out used for about the same, but I think I can use this opportunity to continue developing this system by doing a part out through Brick Store and then creating homes for stuff like this. I think I like that idea. Okay, it's incredibly inefficient, but I learned a heck of a lot. So it's all put away, it all has a label, I know where it is. I need to actually like physically label these drawers. But I learned a lot doing that, and I came up with a plan, I think. So I'm really loving this system. Like, I'm fitting a lot in there. I already own these. I can make it work, and it's expandable too. Like, I just need to add another drawer if I want to grow it. And if you all remember this system I've been working with trying to figure out, category 7, large plates, category 6 is 2x plates. What if I would have to take all these down and consolidate and all that, but what if there's a stack of drawers right here. Maybe take out this one. That's category 6, and the one next to it is category 7. And you know, it starts off small, works its way larger, and then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get the idea. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That would give me a 16. I could probably squeeze one in there. Some would be smaller than others, like, well, over here we got a perfect example. So this is a kind of a large category, right? It's tiles, and there's all the various kinds of tiles. But, which one is it? This one, it's a combination of studs, which you only need so many. Like, I would want to divide these up because it gets confusing. And then plants, like they can share a stack. That feels really exciting. So like in here, this is the set I just put away. The 1x jumpers and the 2x2 jumpers, they're sharing a thing right now. And ideally that wouldn't happen. So if I just converted all of this over here into what I was just talking about, then the question becomes, where does all the eBay stuff go? I mean, eBay continues to shrink. Where do I store all the stuff I'm working on? All that jazz that I gotta figure out. But that feels like a really good move. That would allow so much growth, an obscene amount of growth, and then I can continue to grow. Like, there are some used parts in here, like the set I just parted out. These are the used parts that I pulled out of there that I just couldn't figure out where to put them in the drawer. But this could continue to grow as being new parts only. That's exciting. That feels really exciting. And then rather than trying to come up with clever, like, what do I call it? I just name it after the category. Category 15. And then if it's like the plates, where it's, you know, it's gonna take up multiple drawers. Category, I forget what category number it is. It's over here, let me see. 7. Category 7, A, B, C, D. Done. I really like this idea. It's gonna take some work, but I really like it. All right, I'm gonna grab a few of these guys here. Just my Ninja Turtle collection that I'm ready to part with. I don't think any of these are worth a ton of money. And some of them should get lotted up probably too. God, he's gross. Oh, I still got my Ghostbusters hanging out in here too. I think my reboot figures are hanging out in here. Should I sell that guy? We're just gonna grab these 3 for now. I might grab some more. I set this up to make them look like they were fighting, but now it looks like somebody was picking on Godzilla and the Iron Giant is comforting him, so that's fun. Okay, so been working on this a little bit, tossing it where it needs to go. I've been posting a ton of plates, so I might grab this and just post a bunch of those, and then we got a home for that stuff now, so I might grab a bunch of that. And yeah, also this stuff is like all new, sealed, and I just don't know if it's gonna be worth the time to like post it all as brand new. I don't know what it came from, or where it came from, or any of that, so I gotta figure that out. Okay, posted a significant amount of stuff. Also been pulling out minifigure stuff out of that bin, so I'm glad I picked that bin. We did have a sale come in while we were doing all that to a viewer. Picked up a Fozzie plush. I walked over here and I'm so used to like there being so much stuff. It felt weird walking over here. That's good, right? Making progress. Fozzie is right here. There you go. And they left a little note. Let's go read that. And I think what happened is he left. I had sent out a bunch of offers the other day. He sent an offer back with a message on it, and now I can't read the message that was on the offer. But basically, saying thanks for the videos. It was a very sweet message, and I wish I could read it. But Dreaming Big Kevin, Dream King Kevin is what it is. Thank you very much. $11.50 free shipping coming your way. And here's where we're ending the day, 10/2/03/43. I'm actually going to edit this video and keep posting some more until I got to wrap up for the day. But for our purposes, that's good. We added $1,050-ish, including times where it's jumped down, picked up, and I just didn't track it, all that jazz. Pretty good, and I think it's only going to get better. Posting 8129 that 8121 was considerably easier than that 1281, thanks to starting to use Brickstore. And look at this! Amazing. I actually have extra time tomorrow, and I'm going to try and get this all finished, picked up, put away, and hopefully put them all back in here and get this put away again. That would be nice. And if I'm feeling super productive tomorrow, I'm going to start converting this into what we were talking about earlier. The more I think about it, the more it just feels like a really good idea. So I'm excited for that. Just got to figure out what to do with all of this stuff. I'm thinking that's pretty empty. These can go back on the alpha shelf over there by the desk. That can for sure get consolidated. I'm just gonna have to be careful because I don't want to lose stuff when consolidating it. But already I think I can get those 6 empty and start using those. Stay tuned and we'll see what happens. Thank y'all for watching. Love ya. See ya. Oh, and I'm really bad about anticipating holidays. Happy Halloween, everybody.